What are you going to do? How about that, Easter Sunday? Did you hear that J.D. Vance wanted to meet with the Pope?
Really?
And the Pope said no. They sent somebody else.
What do you mean? You met with him yesterday.
Wyatt, they're talking about Saturday. He was at the Vatican all weekend.
Oh.
Saturday, so he said he wanted to meet with the Pope. They sent like a guy, like a bishop or somebody,
And one of the underlings.
Yeah. Down, they said, here's, sorry, this is a situation.
Yeah, we'll give you this guy.
J.D. Vance said, get me in front of that Pope.
Oh, wow.
So he talked to
And he killed him.
He talked to the guy yesterday on Easter.
Yeah.
Pope's dead this morning.
Dude, he got it. He made
Vance is the new Clinton. Let me tell you.
Dude, that's crazy, bro.
He broke the national championship trophy too.
Oh, I saw that.
He was fumbling it a little bit.
Yeah. It's all right.
It's a heavy trophy. Yeah.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Movie Mob Podcast. My name is Nick, and joining me in the studio is Orange Man Good today, Matt Sampson.
Yeah, listen, the weather's up, and so am I. In more ways than one. You know what I'm saying?
I could see that.
Yeah. Well, right when I saw you, it was like,
yeah. Well, I had to put the glasses on so you won't know where I'm looking. You know what I mean?
Hey, now.
That's great. Joining us behind the cameras, helping us push all the buttons. Producer Josh. Josh, thanks for being here.
How we doing?
Doing really well. And live from Gotham City is the one and only RJ Carreri. RJ, thanks for being here.
Well, how you doing?
I guess doing good. How are you?
Good.
Yeah. All right. So as usual, we got a lot of cool stuff to talk about today. We had some stuff last week. Matt, you weren't here.
Yeah, I was. I don't know where I was.
So we're doing a little bit of catch up, playing a little bit of catch up. New trailer drop, Matt. Fantastic Four.
Did it really?
Fantastic Four trailer. Right. Yeah. You're going to be able to see. You want to click that, open it up so we can watch it while we're talking about it.
I like it. Remember we used to do that back at the studio? Trailer drop, we'd watch it. That was cool.
We would do a little trailer drop action.
Yeah, it'd be like a live reaction,
Yeah, a little bit. We like to do something similar here.
Oh, there he is.
So the Fantastic Four trailer dropped. It premieres in theaters, not the trailer, but the full film. Premieres in theaters July 25th of this year. RJ, you got any commentary on this or thoughts?
I think it looks great. I've been pretty down on Marvel recently, but this looks like a nice fresh start. I would say, I think we said this before, but I would be a lot more excited for this movie if it was like a reboot and like this wasn't connected at all to like Avengers or anything. If they were just starting from scratch here. But I think it looks good. I think the cinematography is definitely better than anything Marvel has done recently.
Correct me if I'm wrong, not to interrupt you here, but I'm having a little bit of deja vu as this plays. Did we or did we not already talk about this trailer?
We talked about like a teaser, a shorter version, yeah.
Right.
It looks like similar though, yeah.
Right. What's that?
I feel like it's similar vibes.
Yeah, well, I remember complaining that the thing, is that what he is? The thing, the rock, the thing?
Yeah, he looks a little better here.
It looks a little bit better. I told you they do this. They improve stuff as it goes on. It doesn't look bad. It's still got that very comic booky CG superhero vibe. But whatever. I mean, are we Fantastic Four fans? How do we feel? Fantastic or not?
I mean, I really could give a shit, to be honest with you, Nick.
Oh, actually?
Yeah, no, I'm not going to see it. But I will say...
what about on like HBO Max?
I'll tell you what, I'll see this. If it comes out, people say it's really good, RJ likes it, and then when it drops for free on streaming, then I'll think about it.
Interesting.
Well, it's just, because I agree with RJ. Like, it does look good, and I like how it kind of has that old school, kind of like, I don't know, 50s feel to it.
It has a CG 50s
feel. A little like WandaVision action, which I was actually a big fan of.
Same director as WandaVision.
Yeah, dude, and you can see that in the trailer. Good cast. I mean, Pedro's and everything. We complain about him, but, he's a good actor. Rest of the cast is pretty good. I would just say, like, I just think it's, about 8 years too late for me, personally. I will say, though, I feel like a lot of these superhero movies, Marvel specifically, like these trilogies we get, because they'll probably make multiple of these, the origin story is not always, but generally the most interesting and best movie. I think the first Iron Man is the best. I think the first Guardians is the best.
First Spider-Man, best.
First Spider-Man.
Very good.
So I will say, RJ, like, talking about how it's connected to the rest of the universe, I'm kind of hoping, since it's their origin story, it's maybe like at the end they do like a little connection, but like pretty much like 95% of the movie is its own thing.
Right.
And if they want to do like a little post credit, little something at the end, throw in
like a Guardians.
Yeah, kind of like leading into next. That would be great.
Okay.
Because as its own movie, they should establish like these characters as their own before they connect it to 90 million different things.
Okay.
I actually don't think it's even on the same Earth as the MCU.
Well, I don't know what that means, but
like, you know how in Loki there's multiverses?
see, this is another. See that here.
Yeah.
I guess.
So they're
I
like
don't know.
not connected directly to
What
the
does that
MCU
mean,
yet.
though? I don't fucking see his. Once you make me start to think, like I don't want to think. You know what I'm saying? Like, you think I want to go to Iron Man and I want to connect Universe 92 to this universe, and this Loki's alive, but this one's. I mean, I'm stupid enough. Okay, like I don't need.
Know.
I don't. Yeah,
we're aware.
I don't need this shit, man. Like once the multiverse started, that's where they lost me. I don't know. Whatever, dude. Fuck. That looks good though.
You really got me on that. I don't know what that.
No, I don't though. You know what I'm saying?
I was trying to hold it back. That was pretty good.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Fuck.
That's pretty funny. That's funny. RJ, how do you feel? Are you excited for this movie? Gonna watch? You a fantastic guy or what?
Oh, I said it already. What do you think?
What do I think? I don't know. I'm not much of a superhero guy. I think you guys sold me on Batman because
Come on, it's Batman.
because it was the Robert Pattinson version. I thought that was very good. Yeah, you sold me on that. Complete fucking letdown. So
it's a one and done. It's like a one hit wonder, you know.
So like whatever. Who knows? This one it looks like a big CG fest. I am a fan of the time period though. I like the 50s. I like the like specifically in this trailer. I really like the shot of all the civilians running up to the window that has all the TVs in it.
That's good.
I love a good.
It's very Superman.
Yeah, department store with a billion TVs in the window. I like that.
Classic.
I feel like they do stuff like that when they talk about like the assassination of JFK. There's always people that found out about it by walking up to a department store window. So, very, very interesting stuff. Pedro, he's back in action again.
I was gonna say, I'm growing on him a little bit in the role.
Hey, keeping you
but
paid.
He's a great actor. It's just we've seen a lot of him.
I have no problem. First of all, RJ, back up. I have no problems with Pedro Pascal. I have a problem.
No, neither do I.
I have a problem with him being the only actor in any movie or TV series ever. Okay, that's all. That's all it is.
Well, yeah, I agree with you. I was gonna say too is I feel like we all forgot that The Last of Us was coming back. And I was sitting around last night, needed something to watch. So Allie and I caught up on the first 2 of the new season.
Yeah.
And I got to say, second episode was one of the best episodes of TV.
Wow.
It was good stuff.
Is it worth
watching?
watching?
Like a Game of Thrones. I would say it was on the scale of like, it felt like an episode 9 of Thrones. Like there's a huge like action sequence. I think it's worth reviewing if we want to hop into it.
If you say it's that good, dude, I'll watch both of them tonight.
I was just gonna say I can watch both of them tonight, and we can review them if you want. I have no problem with that.
Right? Yeah.
We did.
I'm still not like the show itself. I think is hit or miss. Kind of like, but like the second episode was really good in isolation. I thought it was great.
Season 1 was I felt like was fine. Like there were some really great
it was mostly
episodes
good,
and moments, and then there were some it was fine.
Yeah.
Season 1 was okay. It was probably better for people if they had watched played the game.
The video game. Yeah.
If you'd played the game,
it didn't carry it didn't carry much past it when it ended.
It's true
for me.
Yeah, I didn't think about it at all.
I wasn't like itching for season 2.
Yeah, once it ended, I didn't think about it again.
Right.
I wasn't like, I can't wait till season 2.
Check it out.
Oh, maybe I will.
Check it out. Check out the first 2. See what you think.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. Well, that's cool. In the meantime, we have another movie that's coming out on July 11th, and I have been
big July.
Actually, it is a big July. Well, it's a. You know what? I would say it's a super July.
I like that.
Is that fair?
Wow.
You like that? Yeah.
I like
that's
that.
right. It's a bird. It's a plane. Maybe it's just Matt. Who knows?
Oh, hey now.
No, it's Superman.
Right into the Tobe.
David Corn Sweat stars as Superman in James Gunn's new release.
That's him.
Mm-hmm.
And we got this really cool just last week. RJ's officially out of tissues at his house. We just got this nice behind the scenes look at the creating and making of Superman. I got to tell you, I don't know if I'll ever make a movie where a scene or portion of the film takes place in fucking Antarctica.
Yeah,
seeing all these guys out there in the snow, it ain't gonna happen. Not for me, anyway. I mean, more power to them, and I appreciate the fact that it wasn't shot in a fucking volume. All right, I like that.
Mm-hmm.
But God, do they look cold out there in that fucking snow? Do they not?
It's a tough shoot.
Very, very extremely cool behind the scenes stuff, though. There was like a ton of practical things that I didn't expect. The snow being
I was
going
to
to
say I was surprised how much was practical.
Yeah, very cool stuff. I love a good BTS. You'll always get me. The movie could be
true.
the worst fucking movie in the world. I'll still watch the behind the scenes.
It's true.
It, you know. On top of that, watching David Cornsweet walk around as Superman and have that, the slow motion with the cape going all over the. Fantastic. Very well done.
Dude, there's something about Superman.
How could you be upset with something like this?
You can't be. You can't be.
You can't be
No,
upset.
dude, there's something about Superman.
That's super.
He's the OG. Like, there's so much they're playing on it too. There's such a nostalgia factor with him.
Love it.
Like, dude, when a Superman hero movie hits, it's different from the rest of them because he's the guy.
He is.
Like, he's one.
He's him.
Big. Like RJ said, he is aura.
He is.
And oh, dude, it's
big everything.
It's true. And like kind of like the Fantastic Four, they're kind of going for like a more old school feel. I feel like in this movie,
sure,
you know what I mean, which I appreciate too. Yeah, no, they know how to get you with these behind the scenes. You're right.
It's true though. I mean, it's
this
like
was the best trailer they've released yet, and it wasn't even really a trailer.
Yeah.
Why do you feel that way, RJ? I agree with you, but why do you feel that way?
I think it's just like the voiceover of like James Gunn talking about how much like the story means and like just building it up. You know what I'm saying?
The legacy of Superman.
I think that's what it is.
Christopher Reeves, like what became before.
Yeah.
You know.
And to your point, Nick, too, I mean, like just seeing the practical effects, the fact that like the Fortress of Solitude and those robots in there were all practical, like
it's unreal.
It looks cool. Looks cool.
Yeah, you can't go wrong.
You really like that. That right there, like when those shots are great.
Yeah. Go ahead.
What do you think is going to make more money in July? Because these two movies are very close together.
I think this.
I would be shocked if Superman made less money than Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
It's a bigger name.
I think if it's good, it will.
Yeah.
Sure. And well, again, now I know it's me. I get it. I know. But I've been sold on David Cornsweet since we talked about who the next Superman would be way back then. I was like, look at him. Look at him.
It's a new Superman movie. We haven't got one in a long time. And I think people are kind of,
we need it right now.
Kind of tired of Marvel.
James Gunn, familiar name.
You know what? I'm going to go out on a limb here. Because you guys are always like DC versus Marvel.
Yeah.
I don't know if the general consumer is DC versus Marvel.
That's true.
I think it's more.
No, some don't even know.
More us,
right. I think it's
nerds.
more like who's the and that's fine.
Yeah.
But I think that the general consumer, the general populace, can get behind Superman way more than they can get behind.
It's a way bigger name.
Silver Surfer or the Fantastic Four or the fucking Fantastic Beasts or
he's the biggest
whatever.
name. It's him and Batman are the two biggest guys.
Right, and like even Guardians of the Galaxy, great film, huge IP.
But no one knows.
Nobody fucking knows who Guardians of the Galaxy are.
No.
You know, isn't that the one with the animal that goes around with him?
Rocket.
And the little tree stump dude that runs around.
Groot.
Whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
My point is, you don't ever look at anybody in pretty much any country, I would say at this point, and say, you know who Superman is? And they go, oh, I don't know.
No. Put it this way. My mom knows.
Everybody fucking knows.
My mom knows Superman.
Our grandparents knew.
Yeah, my mom doesn't know Star-Lord, you know? So.
What the fuck? Yeah, what the fuck is a Star-Lord?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's true.
I got a question.
Ask away.
Over under. I love a good over under.
Go ahead.
Over under 750 million at the box office for Superman.
Global?
Yeah, global.
750.
I think if it has like a high rating.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I'd be shocked if this was a $750 million.
$1 billion.
I'll give the under. I'll say half a bill.
Okay.
Watch us all be wrong. It makes like 20 million. It's fucking horrible.
It's really good.
Yeah.
And it's got some legs. I could see it hitting like 800, maybe max. I don't think it's $1 billion one. I agree.
Yeah.
Not yet.
I mean, you got to think about it. Oppenheimer and Barbie, those are like a fluke billion.
Mm-hmm.
But and good, rightfully so. I mean, I thought they were great. But it never happens that way. Nobody gives a fuck about it. If they made another Barbie movie and make 20 million, they'd fucking move on.
How much do we know how much the first Man of Steel movie did? Because I feel like that would be a good kind
of. Sure, RJ could pull that up.
It was all right.
I feel like it's a Superman origin movie, kind of.
Okay, so it actually made more than I thought. It made 670 worldwide.
All right, so it might be close to that, is what I'm thinking. Maybe even a little more.
Now, was that
That's
the last?
Why I did 750. I feel like 750 is a good.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying you're wrong. I don't know. I would say this is probably going to end up in the same. But how was this the last Superman movie that was made?
Oh, they technically did.
Yeah, so that last solo one.
Superman versus Batman: Dawn of Justice.
Right, but this is the last solo Superman movie.
That's correct.
And it had kind of mixed reviews too, and it still made 670. So
what year did it come out, RJ?
2013, right?
2013.
Yeah. So.
Oh yeah. So inflation.
Fucking I ain't give a fuck about that. I'm saying on an individual Superman movie level, not Superman versus the fucking Green Goblin, none of that bullshit. Yeah. Superman alone saves the whole planet. Yeah. Everybody loves Superman. This is the first one in almost 20 years.
Yeah, 12.
Yeah. Almost 15 years.
Yeah.
Give or take.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Holy shit. This thing could be $1 billion Superman movie.
I mean,
this could be a huge, huge IP.
I think if it comes out.
I think they got to up the marketing.
If it comes out.
Find out how old David Cornsweet is for me. Please.
And it's like a 92% on Rotten Tomato, and everyone's talking like this movie's insane. And like, I think it would, it would have some legs.
Okay, so he's my age. He doesn't look nearly as attractive as I do, but he's 31.
No, he's a young guy in his prime.
Right.
He's 30.
Yeah, he just,
An up and coming guy.
He looks. Now that I'm thinking of it, he looks a lot older than I look. But what are you gonna do? Listen, I'll step in. I'll be super. I'll be like this, with a cape. Luther. All right.
Yeah. Maybe. Shave your head.
Yeah. Yeah.
Luther Vandross, I think you'd be.
I'd rather be the one that D'Onofrio played in Batman. What was he? It was the Carmine Falcone. I'd rather be a Carmine.
The mob boss.
That'd be fun.
Totoro, you mean?
No. What was the one that fucking
D'Onofrio is that's the Kingpin in Daredevil.
Kingpin, that's the one. I like that guy.
Yeah. Kingpin's cool.
I like that. I'd be Kingpin. That would be fun.
I feel like Christian could play a good Joker.
Luther, to be Lex Luthor, you have to have this like kind of
maniacal
in the shadow. You know who would be a good Lex Luthor? You're gonna think I'm crazy.
I know who
Bezos.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You have to be like a Bezos, somebody who definitely got picked on when they were younger. I was going to name one of our friends, but I won't.
I know.
Now
I think I know
because
what
of
you're
that description.
Yeah.
No. I love David Cornsweet. I think he's amazing. You could not pick a better Clark Kent, in my opinion. I'm actually less of a fan of his Clark Kent disguise.
Okay.
From what we've seen,
I don't love
this
like
weird
curly hair
thing on top, and then But I would love to see it. I'm totally a fan of the story of Superman, and the world needs a Superman right now. You know
world
what I mean?
Doesn't need a Superman. I need a Superman.
Yeah.
Nick just wants full frontal in a Superman.
I would like to know what a Kryptonian looks like. I would like to.
Maybe it's kind of deceiving. You see that you think, but then the sun, it also,
What if it was like minuscule, but then like it got beamed by the sun? You know what I mean?
What if he takes the whole like grow reverse shower thing to a whole new level?
No, that's what I'm saying. It's like less than an inch, but then like, I don't know.
But then you put a little kryptonite,
a little
next
kryptonite
to it.
in it's fucking
Fortress of Solitude just popping out.
Right.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. Who the fuck would want a Fortress of Solitude? What a fucking waste.
Did we ever talk about the rumors of that Bradley Cooper's playing his dad, Jor-El? What do you think of that?
Is he old enough?
Okay, Cooper taking on the role of Brando. I don't know how I feel about
Dude, Russell Crowe was a great.
Well, I guess he doesn't technically have to be that old, because like if he were, because I think when he's in there, like those messages are recorded, so maybe he was younger.
All right.
Well, I mean, that's Bradley Cooper's probably 45.
I like Bradley Cooper. That's fine with me.
Oh yeah, that doesn't line up at all. Of course, but
hey, listen, you never know what they did back on Krypton.
I mean, if it's like this is Bradley Cooper. You're right. Play like the recordings.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, Bradley Cooper's a good actor.
Bradley Cooper's 50.
That'd be fine with me.
Yeah. Yeah. Young.
Yeah.
That's fine with me.
Yeah. When you were saying,
I think it should be Idris Elba, and they should just confuse everybody.
Well, yeah, it's from Krypton. They can do whatever they want.
That's true.
No?
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. There's no law against it.
Yeah.
So
it should be Ryan Gosling.
Yeah, I was gonna say. When you were saying Bradley Cooper, I kept picturing Ryan Gosling in my head.
Best.
And he'll be up there in space. Ryan Gosling.
Place beyond the pine.
Yeah, space between. I couldn't think of anything. Okay, Ryan Gosling will be.
Wow.
Couldn't think of a fucking thing.
We'll cut that.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah. Get rid of that car.
We're gonna cut Josh. Make a note. 24.
Yep. Okay. Ryan Gosling will star in a standalone Star Wars film that takes place 5 years after the end of Episode 9, which in my opinion doesn't exist at all because there's only 6 episodes.
We don't talk about.
You're right.
It's going to be directed by Sean Levy. It's called Star Wars Starfighter. Starlight, Star Bright First star I see tonight. Ryan Gosling is taking his place in the ruined, defunct, now disgraced franchise IP, Star Wars. What do you think about this? And it's set to release in May 28th of 2027.
Yeah, it's coming together pretty quick.
So with this one, with episode fucking 50 of Star Wars, we get a release date before they even film it. With Batman, nothing. We get nothing.
Yeah. Well, I'll just say, like, just initial thoughts. Like,
please.
I couldn't be more down on Star Wars. Like, I couldn't. Their stock in my universe couldn't be lower.
Yeah.
However, I'm such a Ryan Gosling fan.
Yeah, but
it has me a little. I like Ryan Gosling.
Star Wars.
Well,
Star Wars
in general.
That's right.
Listen to the big man. Listen to Gotham.
Well, I don't know. He's so good at that cyberpunk. Like RJ said a few episodes ago. Like he's done that so many Blade Runner, Drive. Like he plays.
Would you
that
put Blade Runner? I'm sorry, RJ. I want to get to you too. I got to argue with this idiot for a minute. Yeah. Would you really put Blade Runner in the same category as Star Wars?
Well, no, it's both like outer space. They're driving weird cars and shit.
I'm Ken. I'm just Ken. Whatever the fuck.
What a song.
I understand. You want that up around with a Star Destroyer?
Oh, listen, man. I didn't say I was going to see it. I said, you want
to go behind, place beyond the pines? You want to go beyond Tatooine here? What are we doing?
Let me ask you something. What if this comes out, Nick, and it's, I mean, this won't happen, and it's like a fucking 89%. People are saying Star Wars is Gosling. Would you see it? Like, it's Star Wars is back. Gosling kills it. Wow.
If the reviews now listen,
RJ seen it 4 times.
I'm gonna go out on a limb here. I'm gonna say something crazy. So I like to have certain people in my life that have certain opinions about things that I trust, because the masses, the sheeple, if you will,
they're not
couldn't
good.
give a fuck.
It's true.
Everybody always feels one way, or everybody always feels another way, and they usually just kind of agree with what their friends say.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta have a few trusted guys.
That's what I'm saying. Well, and you can have a bunch. You can have a bunch of good men, but they each have their own opinion on the thing.
Yeah, I got that.
I don't want
you good men.
Yeah.
I don't want I'm trying to think of who will be okay if I say this. I'm trying to think.
You can go at me if you want.
No, I know. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Yeah, but you were the one who I did want. So on a movie like
Batman.
Okay, we'll use Batman.
All right.
I don't necessarily need no offense, Josh. I'm just going to put you on the spot. I don't need Josh's opinion on Batman. If you say it's good, I'll watch it. Okay?
All right.
He's your Batman guy.
No, I agree with that about you guys and certain types of films.
If RJ sees the Gosling movie and tells me I'm an idiot if I don't go see it, I'll go see the movie.
I agree 100%.
But my concern.
Yeah, you see fucking Joe Schmo.
Yeah, but all of the schmoes.
Yeah.
All the schmoes are going to say, Gosling killed it. Welcome to the Star Wars universe. I'm expecting that. I don't give a shit. If I'm on the phone with RJ, whatever, we're doing the show, he goes, I saw it's pretty good. Now you got me. But he definitely says to me, RJ has definitely said to me before, you got to go fucking see this. You're an idiot if you don't.
Yeah.
When it comes to Star Wars stuff, I'll go see it. Because I'm a Star Wars fan.
Fair.
I'm not a fan of anything after episode 6, though. But they already have a fucking release date. What are you talking about? Now it's not going to get made?
Yeah, but they've released. I couldn't tell you how many movies they said were coming out.
Well,
and then they just cancel them.
Yeah, but this is Disney. What are you going to do? Sometimes they win, sometimes they lose.
Yeah, this has come together pretty quickly. I feel like.
Matt, to your point. Yeah, right. No, you are right about that. I was going to say, if there was a Starfighter thing, and it was like Gosling and Blade Runner, and he's kind of depressed, and
that's what I'm thinking.
I don't think that's what it's going to be.
It's probably true. It's probably just in my mind.
Especially with Sean Levy. He's from Stranger Things. He directed Free Guy.
With Ryan Gosling, right? Was in Free Guy?
Yeah, Ryan Reynolds.
Oh, Ryan Reynolds. So many fucking Ryans.
But if that was what we were getting, I'd be excited. I just doubt that that's what it's going to be.
Yeah, it's true.
I feel like this might be goofy.
Yeah.
And I hope they're not going to lean into Gosling's goofy side.
That's true. In my mind, he's the whole movie, it's raining, and he's depressed.
Yeah.
Like in Blade Runner.
Basically, I just want Blade Runner.
Blade Runner in space.
Yeah, I just want the Star Wars version of Blade Runner. but it won't happen.
It's not going to happen that way. It's going to be Gosling. Listen, it's going to be Gosling in a fucking tattered bathrobe. Okay,
I want him in like Coruscant
with a blaster. That's not get the fight on a speeder.
I want him like doing drugs in the bathroom and clubs in Coruscant, like depressed.
Right, he's not going to be doing that. There's no drugs in space.
Yeah, that's true.
You know,
death sticks. You know,
kind of a lame title too.
Some death sticks.
That's what I'm saying. It's a little.
It sounds fake.
There is actually a video game from 2001
that
shares
2001.
the name.
Go ahead, Josh. Keep speaking words.
Yeah, I don't know if the movie has any bit of it that's based off of it, but Star Wars Starfighter is originally a video game.
Interesting.
But to that point, it sounds like a video game title. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't sound like a movie.
Right. Well, I mean, technically, like Star Wars Clone Wars also sounded like a video game title. Ended up being a video game, but I'm just saying. You know, I don't know. Is this it's a standalone film, so it's not in episode 10.
Yeah.
Well, the video game takes place before the Battle of Naboo, so that would place it before episode 1. Now, if they said that, I'd be way more excited. But the fact that this is after episode 9, it's just like,
yes, that makes me less excited.
I'd like to forget that exists.
Yeah, 7 through 9, I forget. You know, erase from my memory.
Yeah,
not a fan. Right off the bat, bad taste in the mouth. Ryan Gosling feels like a big name to pull in some quick.
What a bag they must have given him, huh?
That's what it feels like to me too.
Oh, they must have thrown the fucking bank at him.
Right. They were like, please save this IP that we've destroyed.
Who's the hottest name we can get? You know,
I would have never pictured him in a Star Wars movie.
Oh, they probably just gave him. I don't blame him. I would have took the bag too.
I feel like the longer we go, right? The longer we go with these Pedro Pascals and Ryan Goslings and Austin Butlers and Timothy Chalamets and all this shit, the more appealing and the more I would want to see a complete fucking no-name.
Well, it's just more exciting, something unknown. New. You know what I mean? It's like...
Can you imagine if they were dropping a Star Wars and it was a completely unknown person who's like... Imagine the media, imagine the press... You got a new person to talk about. Well, let's give him a shot. Let's see. Yeah. I would be more excited.
Well, it's like anything in life, dude.
Like Rogue One.
Something new comes out. It's exciting because it's like the unknown. You know what I mean? It's like, what does this have to offer? It's kind of cool.
And nothing against Gosling because he's a fantastic actor and he is very good. He's very, very talented. But when you attach this type of name to an IP that's destroyed, you're going, fuck you. Yeah, you know what I mean? You sit there going, fuck off.
Chasing the bag, you know?
You know?
I can't blame him, you know? But.
We're in like, it's like the Roman Empire. Like, everyone knows we're pretty much done, but people are still hanging around. We just haven't fully collapsed yet with Star Wars. That's what I think's going on.
Just waiting for everything to.
Right.
Yeah.
You know,
right.
Collapse.
So now we're just acting as if it's not imploding.
Right, we're pretending that there's something exists here, and everybody's excited. Yes. Nobody's excited. Nobody gives a fuck.
Yeah,
you know.
I will say, Andor season 2 getting great reviews. I might have to re-up my Disney.
Is it out? I mean,
I think it comes out in a week. Dude,
dude, I'm sure it's great. You know, and like the same thing with like the Fantastic Four. Like, I'm sure they're both great.
Yeah, I have no doubt the Fantastic Four will be a good movie.
But like, I don't know, man.
But I'm not itching.
It's got no juice.
The ratio of good and great in both of those franchises recently has been very.
It's got
skewed.
No juice, man. Like I'm not excited. There's no momentum. Like
I'm sure it'll be a good film. I just don't give enough of a shit.
No juice. It came and went. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Now, as an example, we talked about this a couple of weeks ago. The I Play Rocky movie. Can't wait to see it.
Yeah, that'll be cool.
Pumped about it. Yeah. Pumped about it. If Batman was, if they got their shit together. And this is crazy. You got to understand, especially if you've never seen the show before, which, by the way, premieres every Friday at 6 p.m., so you should subscribe. But for me, I'm not a superhero guy. I don't really give a fuck. Like, it doesn't do anything for me. I like Tobey Maguire as Batman and whatever. I mean, as a Spider-Man, excuse me.
Spidey.
And I like the most recent Batman, but it's not a big deal to me. But I liked Batman with Robert Pattinson so much.
I loved it.
And I loved the Penguin so much that I was actually itching for this next film.
Dude, I can't. It's literally all I've been thinking about since it came out 4 years ago.
I think we might never see it.
Which is so sad to think about. What a fucking blue ball that is.
I think about that movie.
I think if Superman's really good, I think I'd give it a 25% chance we see the Batman too.
Everything I love just doesn't happen.
Just leaves you.
Fades away.
Was never real to begin with.
Ends on like a terrible note. Game of Thrones, Batman.
Yep.
Like it's just
Star Wars.
Like I loved Force Awakens, dude, and like Rogue One. Like people for like a short period in time, like Star Wars was back. Force Awakens, everyone really loved. They ended on one of the best at that moment in time. One of the best cliffhangers ever.
I got a question.
Yeah,
I got a follow up.
Okay, Rogue One was great too.
When you say for a short period of time, it was back. Was it really back?
Dude, I think it was.
Hold on. Was it really back?
Yeah.
Or did you want it to be back?
No, dude, it was back. People
so you were giving it the chance.
There was momentum. Dude, leading up to The Last Jedi.
It had been 10
There was momentum, but there was no movement.
Dude, it had been 10 years between Revenge of the Sith and Force Awakens. There was 10 years in between. So people were starved for a new Star Wars movie. It was all new, like a whole
That's
new
what I'm
thing.
saying. Were you happy it was back, or was it
both.
actually back?
The movie was itself, Force Awakens, standalone. The other two don't exist. When that happened, that was a great film. How they ended it was fucking awesome too. Amazing cliffhanger. And for 2 years or however long it was before the last, all these theories online, people were talking. Rogue One was really good. It had a lot of juice.
So where did it go wrong, Matt?
Last Jedi, it was too divisive
Johnson.
of a movie. It was way too divisive of a movie. A lot of people hated it. Mostly people hated it. Some people loved it. It was weird. It like tried to do too much. I think it was too decisive.
Some people didn't like it and saw it 5 times.
Yeah, me and RJ. And then, so that happened. And then the last movie was one of the worst movies. I mean, it was a disgrace. Yeah. It was one of the, what a fucking just shit thrown together.
Right.
No thought given. Just honestly kind of made a mockery of honestly the entire IP. And then after that, you just beat it to death with a million shows and, standalone movies. And I just think everyone's just over it.
Sure.
So I think that's what happened.
I'm actually seeing Star Wars this weekend in the theaters.
Oh, you want to Revenge
of the Sith?
20th anniversary?
Yeah. Can't go
Saturday.
wrong. Can't go wrong with that.
Can't go wrong. I've never seen it in the theaters. I'm excited.
Oh, dude, it's quite the experience.
Maybe I'll look into
it.
Quite the experience.
It comes out this weekend, man.
Are you really going?
2005 was a good year.
Yeah, I'm going Saturday.
Fuck, dude.
I got tickets.
All right, I'm gonna try and go.
We love it.
I wish they were putting it in IMAX though.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
Josh, you a big Star Wars guy?
Huge.
Okay, so how do you feel?
There you go. Yeah, let me hear it.
Honestly,
I'm gonna take a nap. I'll be back in an hour. Just kidding. Go ahead. What do you got?
I do not see this movie that they're announced doing much for the brand for anything.
Really?
But I do see some small sliver of hope in the new Maul animated series that they want to do.
Oh, I heard about that.
Interesting.
See, Josh, they're not animated guys. I'm with you there. I don't even bother with them, but that Maul one sounds good. I'm with you.
I was a Darth Maul fan. I like that.
Yeah, I was a fan too, and he died, so it's over.
Yeah, that they
sliced him in half
in the Clone Wars.
Well, you got sliced in half and fell 92,000 feet down. So I don't,
One of the best shots ever was he tips forward, falls down
awesome,
that.
Dude.
And then
what a scene.
And the feet go differently, and then
dude,
and he's
the
off.
Fates plays, Qui-Gon, Obi-Wan's just watching. Dude, it's fucking brilliant, dude.
Yeah.
Qui-Gon, Josh, I will say, I think the animation
is
the one thing Disney hasn't ruined.
Yeah,
they really haven't gone wrong yet.
What do you mean they
resurrected? We got our animation.
We just hanging out.
They resurrected him from the guy's dead. So I don't know how they're doing a show about him.
Yeah, I don't either. Not a fan. Next, they'll bring back Vader.
Yeah,
he'll be back.
They brought back Palpatine. So
yeah,
like they're vampires.
That's another thing that pisses me. Oh, that's good. Yeah. Like they're vampires.
Yeah. Who knows? Who knows?
If Nick knew anything about Sinners, that would have been a good trend.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, I was just gonna say
it's a vampire movie.
I was gonna say that continuing to make these Star Wars films is a sin. Speaking of, Matt, what can you tell me about Sinners?
Really not much.
Oh fuck you! I thought you watched it.
Other than,
fuck. What do you mean really not much?
No.
What are we doing here?
No, I was just
look it up. Give me Sinners on the thing, please, so I know what the fuck it is.
It's Ryan Coogler with Michael B. Jordan. I think Haley Steinfeld's in it too, and it's supposed to be a vampire movie. But everyone I know who's seen it said it's like one of the best movies of the year. They said it's like unreal.
So this has already come out.
This is out. You can see it tonight if you wanted to.
It's out. I'm seeing it tonight.
What's it have on Rotten Tomato, John? Not that I care about Rotten Tomato.
98%.
Yeah. No, people are saying like this movie's the shit.
No, I've been hearing like movie of the one of the best of the decade.
Yeah, people. Everything I've heard is this movie's insane. Ryan Coogler. He obviously did He did the Black Panther movie with Michael B. Jordan, Chadwick Boseman. I worked him and Michael B. Jordan, a very good relationship. I hear amazing things.
Okay, so I don't
think he's made a movie without Michael B. Jordan.
I gotta say quietly.
It's his guy.
Coogler has his deal with the executives. He's got some executives, quote, freaking out. If you don't subscribe, this is not a sponsorship, but I do read this all the time. If you're film interested out there and you're like, you should subscribe to the dailies, sponsor us. You should subscribe to the dailies, though. It's a free email newsletter that you get. It's all about Hollywood crap. It's basically the movie mob, the dumbed down version, not nearly as exciting as this show.
No hot takes.
Right, not at all. But it gives you all the insider info. So apparently, Matt, I'll read this to you.
Yeah, all right.
It says they're ushering in the end of the studio system. Again, this is from the Daily's newsletter.
Okay.
98%. Wow. Ushering in the end of the studio system wasn't on Warner Brothers executives' bingo card when they signed Ryan Coogler's Sinners contract. Yet that's exactly what some panicked executives are now saying could happen as a result of the deal. So what exactly is in the apocalyptic contract that Hollywood is sweating? Coogler has final cut, meaning that he decides full creative control what the movie's going to look like. First dollar gross, which means Coogler earns from day one, not starting after the studio recoup. So when the studio, so you want to make a movie, you come to me for money.
Yeah.
You don't make $1 until I've made my money back.
Yeah.
This is the opposite of that. We both start making money from day one.
I like this Coogler.
I like Coogler's negotiating. Say, whoever the fuck Coogler's lawyer is doing great. Okay,
yeah, he believes in himself.
That's fantastic.
Too. You can tell.
And he's got a copyright reversion after 25 years, meaning starting in 2050, all of the rights for Sinners go back to Coogler, as opposed to staying with the studio and all that stuff. They all go back to 25
Coogler. Years.
This is kind of what like Lucas did with Star Wars.
Kind of, sort of, but they also thought he was a moron for making Star Wars. The difference is, and then obviously they were wrong. Clearly by the tune of billions, but Sinners has made 45.6 million domestic opening, 61 million global debut, and this is obviously you open it after they've already signed all these contracts. So the reason the studios are freaking out is because the film's successful. I don't see this being necessarily a problem. Quite honestly, I would sign a deal like that with somebody if that means that we're going to make the movie. Yeah, I don't see this being necessarily a problem. RJ, how do you, on the side of the filmmakers? No, I think we all think this is great, but what's your take?
It's a win for the filmmakers, 100%. I think the studio executives are probably mad because they're making less money probably up front.
They can go fuck themselves, in my opinion.
I mean, the 25 years thing, it's like, are you still going to be making Sinners movies in 25 years? I think with the George Lucas scenario is when he released Star Wars, he in the contract he got the rights to the sequel.
Well, he got he also had the merchandising rights.
Well, yes, but Fox couldn't get any money from the sequel.
Sure.
Like he made The Empire Strikes Back, and obviously they didn't know the first one was going to be huge. So I mean, maybe Ryan Coogler has plans to make like a continuation of this. I know there's a post-credit scene in this movie, so maybe he has bigger plans for it.
Dude, he kind of hasn't missed so far, man. Black Panther, Creed, and this.
Right.
I mean,
they're saying this is his best movie.
Those are 3 bangers, dude.
It also happens to be, this is a horror film, right?
Yeah.
It's the only one in like 35 years that has an A+ rating or whatever on something or other I saw
horror
recently.
Movie?
Yeah. It's the only horror movie that has a rating on in 35 years. I saw that very recently.
Dude, everyone loves it. That's what people are saying.
It has I think it has like a Southern blues type vibe to it too with the music.
Josh, hit that overview button, please. What's that say? Give me a rundown. What is this movie about?
Yeah, dude, I really didn't hear about it until recently.
Jordan plays 2 characters too.
Oh, how's that work?
Do we like that?
He plays 2 brothers.
Michael B. Jordan.
Are they twins?
Does he get double the salary, or how does it?
Yeah, he should.
I don't know.
Josh, give me read that for me. What does that say?
Sinners is a 2025 American period horror film produced, written, and directed by Ryan Coogler. Set in 1932 in the Mississippi Delta, the film stars Michael B. Jordan in a dual role as twin brothers who return to their hometown to start again, only to be confronted by a supernatural evil.
Huh.
I see. So they leave home. They come back home. Yeah. Things are a little different from when they left.
What's different, Matt?
Well, I think there's this supernatural evil going on. I think
there's something in the water.
Yeah, some vampires have made their way to.
Some people they thought they knew have a different aura.
To Mississippi, yeah.
Lots of aura in this episode.
Lots of aura, dude. Michael B. Jordan, he's awesome. Man.
Aura. for a horror.
There you go. That's nice.
You like that?
Yeah.
Dara the Explorer.
Haley Steinfeld. No, I mean those are two big names.
I think it's great. That's fantastic.
I'll have a review next week.
Yeah, well, you know what? I might too. I won't. But I'm saying,
think about it.
You know,
if the stars align.
Yeah, and all of a sudden I wake up tomorrow enjoying horror movies, then I'll go.
Yeah, it's too bad it's a horror because I'm not going to see it. But
right.
I was going to say no, but if this happened and like everything was the same, but it was just like an action adventure.
Yeah. Oh, dude,
I'd go tonight. I'd go tonight.
If this was like a con and a slush comedy.
Oh, dude,
even if it was like a fucking rom-com, be there tomorrow.
Yeah.
Horror?
I don't like horror either, but when I hear a movie's that good, I feel like you got to see it.
It's also 2 hours and 17 minutes. You know what I mean? So take it down a notch. I don't know.
Yeah,
good luck to you.
It's a little long for me.
Hope you survive it. Yeah, listen, horror, I'll see you tomorrow. Yeah,
no good. No good
for me.
No good. The most I'll do is A Quiet Place.
Yeah, listen, if it's actually really good, RJ, see it early. See it often, because if it's really good, I might go see it.
Yeah.
But you
get it tonight. I'll let you know.
Okay, yeah. Text me after the movie. Let me know. I'll wait for your text. I think that's great.
Right.
Like I said a little while ago, Movie Mob premieres every Friday, 6 p.m. Do we have any other topics or things that we need to discuss for the people, for our people?
Fuck the people.
Not that I know.
No, I love
we need the people.
No, I love the people. Love the people. Stop Eden.
Yeah, Eden. Yeah. Well, person. We need the person. We do need you, Eden. We need you. We love you. And Eden liked my story on Instagram today about the Pope dying.
Oh, she's the best.
Yeah. Well, either that or she hates the Pope.
Oh,
one or the other.
Waiting.
Yeah. So good.
She's popping champagne bottles.
She's like, that's right. He's gone. Yeah. Finally.
She's got it ready.
Yeah.
I'm curious to see what Ralph Fiennes does as the new Pope. We'll see.
Oh, yeah. Voldemort. Expelliarmus.
The conclave joke.
Vatican, how you doing?
Avacadabra.
Yeah. I think it'll be great. We talked about that. Can I get your take on the Harry Potter picks from last week?
What picks?
No, they released the first 6 of the Harry Potter series.
Oh.
It's coming out.
Is it?
RJ and I spoke about it. They talked about the first 6 people. So we have. I'll give you a quick rundown of the ones that are.
Look it up.
Yeah. Harry Potter. You got to click TV series cast.
Picks.
Harry Potter TV series cast. So we got the first 6 cast members here. I know this is a little bit of a reboot,
he's
but Matt always has a great take.
The old dude's good.
Right
I've
there,
seen
the
him in a bunch
fourth
of
one,
shit.
AME or whatever it is.
I'm just gonna give you a quick initial thoughts. He's got a big forehead. I like the guy on the left. I don't know her.
Okay, Lithgow is Dumbledore. That's the
good.
Old white guy.
He's a good actor. I like him.
Black guy in the middle. Ready for this one?
Yep.
Snape.
No comment. Next.
And then that's McGonagall.
That's
Let's
fine.
go back
She's
to
a fine
Snape.
McGonagall.
How do we feel about Snape?
Well, not what I pictured.
What did you mean? What do you mean by that?
I don't know.
What did you picture?
Adam Driver. That's what I pictured.
Same.
You know
we said the same thing last
He
week.
would have been perfect. That guy, we'll
Who,
see.
Idris Jr.?
Yeah.
Yeah, what
big
about
forehead, man.
We can't say that.
Oh,
That's
okay.
not nice.
All right. He's got a nice beard, though.
He does have a nice beard.
I balanced out. McGonagall, I will say, the last McGonagall, like the OG, she's a legend.
I know.
This one has
just died too.
Yeah, she's a legend. I mean, they're all so many legends in that old cast. Like so many legends. Hagrid, Dumbledore, fucking McGonagall. Like they're all fucking Snape, all legends.
You ever see it's from the zombie movie, it's the funny one though.
Dawn of the Dead?
No, Shaun of the Dead.
Shaun of the Dead.
You know the fat guy? It's the redhead guy, the main character.
Yeah.
And then his fat roommate.
That's who that is?
That's Nick Frost. That's playing Hagrid.
That's Hagrid.
No way.
Yes.
Cool.
That's why I like it, because I think it's hilarious.
Yeah, Robbie Coltrane, right?
Yeah.
He's dead.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Nick Frost is the guy who's playing.
Yeah. Oh, dude, maybe he'll be good.
Yeah, I think he's hilarious.
Yeah.
I think he'll do a great job.
Hagrid's going to be funny,
He does, in a quirky, kind of awkward way.
Yeah, he's going to have a charm to him,
Right,
kind of quirky.
and I think that Nick Frost will be able to pull that off. This one is Snape. I don't see it. That's all right, though.
Yeah. Well, who knows? Maybe he'll be good.
To each their own.
Different take on the character.
Yeah, talk about the dark arts. You know what I mean?
For dark arts, for sure.
Yeah.
There it is.
There it is.
Going to be having at Hogwarts now.
I can't wait. If you could pick anybody, slow down, G-Fee.
I was about to go down at you. I was going to. That's like.
Yeah. It's all right. That'll be a clip on it.
It's not even a lot for me, to be honest.
I know. That's why. That's why I was like, how do we feel about,
Yeah.
So,
soda. Sorry, man. It's good. They're great. Listen, nothing wrong with grape soda. It's delicious. Sweet.
Who would you pick out of the people you know?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Who would you pick to play Harry, Ron, and Hermione?
Out of my
because that hasn't been announced.
Out of like actors?
Yeah. No, out of fucking flowers in the garden. Yeah, actors. You nutbag.
Do we know any actors like that are 10?
All right. I'm trying to think of like kid actors.
That are 10. I don't know. Oh, they have to be super young. This is from the very beginning, right?
Is this from the beginning?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I got nothing.
Yeah, I don't know any fucking.
Maybe the kids from Good Boys. That one kid, very good.
Yeah, sure. Fuck.
No, I got nothing.
I don't know.
I got nothing. Maybe there'll be no names.
Stranger Things kids. Put them in.
Who was the kid that played Young Oz in The Penguin?
Oh yeah,
he's a little old.
I could see him as one of the like.
Oh, I fucking hate that kid.
Young Oz in the
kid's
Penguin?
so annoying.
As like Crab or Goyle.
Oh, okay.
That's actually a good casting.
Now we're talking.
Yeah, all right.
Kind of
I thought you meant for Harry, and I'm like, talk about a fucking DEI hire over here. We gotta get the fat fucking. All right.
That'd have been no good.
I can say that because I'm chubby. He was a white kid. I can say it. Yeah, hobbling around like a fucking whatever. All right, that's great. Movie Mob every Friday 6 p.m.
Yeah, man.
I fizzled out there a little bit.
Nah,
that's all right. I just wanted your take. I was,
I mean, listen, that's my take. I like giving my initial. Just
that's why I said, how do we feel?
Yeah.
No comment means push harder for me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no comment on Snape, huh?
I think it's great.
Yeah, the family barbecue out back at Hogwarts, huh?
Easy.
You know. All right.
I got to edit around this. Okay. Movie Mob premieres every Friday, 6 p.m. We have the Nick Williams Show on Mondays, and we got a lot of stuff in the works, a lot of good content.
Right.
Like this video, subscribe to the channel so you never miss anything. RJ, take it away.
How you doing?